Welcome back. Again, I'm with Lori Norris and Shanna Hensley with DB Excel, and we're talking about the new, well, fairly new, it's been around a couple of years, learning program that is available with DB students. So again, let's talk about let's refresh people that might just be tuning in. What is DB Excel?
DB Excel is a program of Dobyns-Bennett High School. Excel stands for Excellence in a Creative Environment for Learning. And the vision of DB Excel is to provide an innovative approach to very personalized learning. So some of the characteristics that make DB Excel different are personalization, allowing students to work at their own path and pace, allowing for students to demonstrate different ways of mastering their learning, and developing really close relationships with their teachers and colleagues and in the community.
Very good. All right, that sounds great. So do students that graduate from DB Excel get a regular diploma like all the other kids?
Yes, they do. We are part of Dobyns-Bennett, so they will graduate with the Dobyns-Bennett diploma.
Okay, and it's really just the same degree, just a different learning environment.
You got it. You're
Okay.
exactly right.
All right, very good. Is there a course catalog, for instance, like they do at DB, where you can pick your own classes, or
Yes.
do the counselors decide what the kids get, or do the kids decide?
Typically, if you're in Kingsport, you will, in 8th grade, you will develop a 5 or 6 year plan, and so your classes will kind of be mapped out for you there. But we do have a course catalog, so if you visit our website, and if you just go to the K-12K website, you will find us, you will see a course catalog. That gives you the offerings that we have that may be different from the main campus.
Okay, very good. Now, Lori and I have been friends for a long time. Our kids grew up through the ranks of schools together, and I know for a fact the last few years you've been on a lot of trips, going to different schools, learning about how they go about these new programs, and you've learned a lot. How has that helped?
Oh, it's been great. So really since the inception of this program, we've done a lot of research. Shannon and I both have done some traveling and spoken as well at several conferences around the United States about the program, but it really began with a lot of research and looking at other blended and online learning programs, finding out what was best practices for each one of those programs. It seemed like across the United States, and particularly in the Southeast where we concentrated, there was kind of a special attribute of each of the programs. So we kind of took those pieces and parts that were the best and developed something that we thought would be best for our students here in Kingsport City Schools.
Well, that's quite a responsibility you took on, but it seems to be working really well. So you guys did an awesome job with your research. Tell me a little bit about some of the success stories.
Gosh, we've had several. I'm thinking about a young lady who came to us her senior year, really struggling, had some health issues. Because of her online learning, we could allow her to work from home a little bit and also come in during the school year. And right now she's running track at ETSU, so we're very excited about the success of where she is and what she's been able to do.
Oh, that's great. So what are you hearing back from the parents?
Great feedback. Just about the relationships that our teachers are able to build with our students, to their kids are excited to come to school, to allowing them to demonstrate mastery in a way that they feel comfortable and confident in. They've seen a rise in their self-esteem, so really good feedback from our parents.
Are there students that are hearing about this and maybe halfway through the school year at DB are saying, is there some way I can transfer over to Excel? Or
Yes, so we have 2 open enrollment periods. One is in the summer, and so from the end of the previous school year until the first day of school, kids can sign up to come to us. And then we also have open enrollment in the fall, or in the fall going into the January season. So we just accepted about 50 new students who've started with us, and so we're excited about having them with us.
well, what's going to happen when you have more students that you can accept?
Well, we
That
actually,
would be a good problem to have.
yes, it absolutely
Yes.
would, and it's a problem that we hope to have in the future because the space located around where we are is open, and so as we grow, if there is a true need to expand, we can look at leasing more of the space or purchasing more of the space around us. So there is a plan for when we do get there.
You never know. This could take over, and this could be the new way of teaching.
Yeah.
you know, across the board in our city. I don't know, I'm just thinking big. You
Yes.
never know.
Yes.
Because it sounds really, really innovative and I don't know, personalized for each child. And I think we need more of that. And I think most parents would agree because not everybody learns alike. And it's kind of
Yes.
nice to have that personalization.
It is.
Yeah.
And I think what else is nice, in Kingsport, we use a learning management system called Canvas. So when we talk about the online and blended learning part, when you're on a computer, you're going to go into a platform called Canvas, and it's the same thing that a multitude of institutions use in Tennessee. So Northeast State uses Canvas. The University of Tennessee uses Canvas, so it only helps set kids up for success more so transitioning out of our program or out of Kingsport City Schools into whatever they're going to do that's post-secondary.
Okay, so when applying for college, do they just say DB or do they specifically say DB Excel? I have to explain
Their diploma, and that's a great question, their diploma actually says Dobyns-Bennett.
Okay.
But a lot of times schools will ask for a narrative that they write reflecting upon their high school experience, and so that's where often you will see students elaborating on the Excel experience.
Okay, very good. Well, is there something you want to tell me I haven't thought of asking that you want to touch on?
We're really excited this year. We've applied with the state of Tennessee to become a STEM designated school. And so what that means is that we cross over a lot of the curriculum. And so we had a project in U.S. history called Project Manhattan, and that actually brought in physics, algebra 2, English 11, U.S. history, and digital arts. And so we're looking at all things STEM and how can we work together and work smarter across the content areas to help students learn skills and learn at higher levels.
So is this a STEM school?
It is not as
Okay,
of now,
okay.
but we're going through the process and the application process, and hopefully we will know by the end of this school year if we will be selected and identified as a STEM school in Tennessee.
Now, I thought I heard somewhere, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I am, you guys have received some awards, haven't you?
We have. We're really excited. We've actually been featured in Getting Smart's top 100 middle and high schools to visit in the United States.
Oh, wow.
Christensen Institute also labeled us as a blue school, which means that we're recognized as one of their blended learning schools, and we're the only school in the state of Tennessee to receive that designation.
Wow.
So yeah, we're
And
excited.
you've only been around two and a half years or so?
Yes.
That's impressive.
Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah, that makes us look good. We're good. We're good here in this city. Come to Kingsport and learn a lot. Yeah, you will.
That's exactly right.
Oh, that's wonderful. So again, how can somebody apply and get into the program?
I would encourage them to see their counselor at the main campus.
Okay.
If they're new to Kingsport, call us. We would love to set up a time for you to come down with your child and tour our facility and see if you think it's a good fit, and then go from there.
Okay, and just to reiterate, what makes DB Excel different than just going to a regular high school?
I think the biggest thing is that DB Excel has a very personalized approach to learning for students.
Personalized, so that means the counselors meet with each child and every child could have a totally different curriculum, or how's that, what do you mean
They
personalized
could have a
exactly?
different path for learning, and a different pace. So the curriculum is personalized so that students can spend more time on content that they need to spend more time on, and can move quickly through content that they don't need to spend as much time on, or move on to more challenging pieces of that content. So they're not moving together as a class per se, like they would in a traditional classroom. They would move at their own pace and in their own way.
And I heard you say, one of you said earlier, project-based. And what does that mean exactly?
So in an English class, instead of just taking a test, you may write a script and then be able to perform your play and video that in a green screen that we have, with the green screen that we have. So it's looking at, you know, what's the best way for you to demonstrate what you can know and do. In biology, we had a student who wrote in one of our online programs to 3D print the cell with the different parts. So when they printed out on the 3D printer, it had the nucleus, the mitochondria, all the various parts that you would have to show that these are the parts necessary to make up a cell.
So in addition to testing your knowledge about a subject or a content or unit or whatever, there's other ways to show mastery through different projects.
And do you guys have a 3D printer?
We actually have two.
Wow.
Yes, we have the maker space, which is where a lot of the making and the projects occur. We have two big poster printers where that we can print out posters as large as a movie poster printer or just like an 8x10. We have a 3D scanner, a 3D printer. We have a drone. It's a full Mac lab, so we have 10 Mac desktops, and then we have a cart of MacBook Pros, 14 of those. Cameras, video
Wow.
cameras, just a variety of things that students would use to make things in a 21st century way.
So can I come and learn a few things there?
We would love that. We would love to have you come.
Well, it would be neat though if you guys could teach some of us adults that maybe feel like they don't know how to use these things. I don't know how to use a 3D printer. I don't know how to use a lot of this stuff on the computer. I'm just kidding. I know there's adult education for that, but I was just saying it just sounds so fun and
It
so
is.
cool.
It's pretty
Yeah,
exciting.
It is.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you guys being with us here today.
Thank you so much
the
for having us.
opportunity.
Well, we've learned a lot, and I hope that this helps spread the word about just how wonderful this program is.
Yes.
And I hope that you've learned a lot here today. And if you have questions, again, Lori, how can they get in touch with you guys? What's the address or the website that
The
people?
website, they can go to Kingsport City Schools, which is k12k.com, and there's a drop-down menu for high school and then DBXL.
That's
And the
great.
phone, if they want to call the school and set up an appointment to come and visit.
That number is 423-378-2185.
That's great. DBXL sounds like a fabulous program that we're lucky to have in this area. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you again next week.